The next concept is operators. Okay. So arithmetic operators, the first topic in operators in Java, are used in mathematical expressions in the same way that they are used in algebra. Okay, this is the table: plus, minus, asterisk, division, modulo, so on till minus, minus, decrement. Okay, so you all see this. This is a simple program. What is happening over here? I'll just explain about this part. Then this part is same thing. But remember, what this part will display? It will display the values with decimal. Why? Because the data type is double over here. Whereas here it will display without decimal. Okay, students, just take down pen and pencil. Roughly write down what is a equal to over here. See, if the meeting is going to end, you join again. Okay, what is a equal to over here? A is 2. Then what is b equal to over here? Remember, b is 6. What is c equal to over here? Remember, b divided by 4. So this operator is known as division operator. Remember, there are two operators, division and percentile or modulus. So division operator will return you the quotient. So over here, b divided by 4, c will be 6 divided by 4. That is nothing but c will be 1. That is quotient. Okay, the next step, d is equals to c minus a. C minus a means 1 minus 2. That is minus 1. Okay, yeah. Then what is e? E is equals to minus d. So it will be nothing but minus of minus 1. That is 1. So you can see it is displaying over here A, B, C, D, E. These are the outputs A, B, C, D, E. Okay, after that you see over here this one, dA equal to 2, dA equal to 2. What is dB equal to 6? Same thing. But here, remember, DC, double DC, data type is double. So dB divided by 4 means 6 divided by 4. Over here, because it is double data type, it will return you the exact value of the quotient. 6 when divided by 4. That is 1.5. You can see why it is giving you 1.5, because the data type is double. Suppose if it is int, it will give you only the quotient without decimal. I hope you all have understood this. That's it now. The next modulus operator, as I said just now, this is the modulus operator, also known as percentile. This operator will give you the remainder. See here in this program, x is 42, y is 42.25. So x percentile 10 means 42 divided by 10. What is the remainder? It is 2. So it is giving you 2. But whereas over here, y percentile 10 means 42.25 divided by 10 will give you the remainder, but with decimals. So it is 2.25. Now, arithmetic compound assignment operators, a equal to a plus 4 can also be written as a plus equal to 4. Okay. Similarly, a equal to a percentile 2 can also be written as a percentile equal to 2. The general expression syntax is var equal to var op expression means variable equal to variable operator with expression can also be written as in this way, arithmetic compound assignment operator. Okay. So you all practice this programs yourself. Then increment and decrement. X equal to x plus 1 can also be written in this way, x plus plus. X equal to x minus 1 can also be written in this way, like this. Okay, students, see here a few points to discuss. Please concentrate well. X equal to 42 now. What is this? Y equal to plus plus x. Remember, there are two types of increment, pre-increment and post-increment. Okay, I'm going to highlight something you'll see here. This is plus plus x, y is over here. Whereas y over here is x plus plus. So remember, in this case, y will be plus plus x means first x will be initialized, first x will be incremented here. What incremented 42 means it will be incremented as 43. So then it will assign to y 43. Okay. it will assign to 43. Sorry, to y, that is 43. Whereas over here, y equal to x plus plus means first y will be initialized with the x value as 42, then x will be incremented as 43. So remember, this statement is something like this, which you can see here. X plus plus is nothing, sorry, plus plus x is x equal to x plus 1, then assign it with y. Whereas over here, in this one, x equal to 42, yeah, x equal to 42, then y equal to x plus plus is something like this. First y will be assigned with x, then x will be incremented. I hope you all have understood this. Pre-increment and post-increment. Trace out these programs. This should be the outputs. Okay. Then bitwise operators, students. These are the bitwise operators. You can see their names. See here, Java defines several bitwise operators that can be applied to integers, integer types, that is long, int, short, even, char, and byte also. We will see them. Okay, before going into few programs, one or two programs are there. You all have learned this binary data in your subject digital electronics last semester, I guess like that. See here, if a number is 42 of data type byte, in binary, how it will be represented is this way. Okay, just a minute. Yes, mister, you have joined now. You joined with your roll number. Okay, then. So 42 is represented in this way. Okay. I hope you all know this. I have shown you the table also in last class. 2 power 0, 2 power 1. That is over here. From right hand side to left hand side, the bits are nothing but 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 6, 2 power 7. So wherever one is there, that 2 power will be selected. So over here, 2 power 1 is selected. Then 2 power 3 is selected. Then 2 power 5 is selected. So you perform the addition of that one, that will be 42. So 42 in binary is represented in this way. Okay. And what about negative number in Java? How negative number is represented in Java is, try to remember this one also you have learned in digital electronics. Even in computer organization, it is there. How to represent the numbers, that is negative numbers. That is your whatever the number is there, that will be applied with 2's complement. Means first it will be applied with first complement, then 2's complement. What do you mean by 1's complement and 2's complement is, suppose this is 45 and its binary number is this. First, 1's complement will be done. That is nothing but converting zeros to ones, ones to zeros. So this is 1's complement. After this is done, then 1 will be added to 42. Okay. So then that is this one, whatever the result is. So this binary number is representing the minus 42. Okay. I hope you all have understood this. This much is enough. I can explain this one also, but you all will get confused. This is enough for you. Then bitwise logical operators. See here, there are two. This is the truth table A with the input as A and B. This is the OR. OR means if both the inputs are 0, then only the output is 0. Otherwise, that is 1. A and B, this is opposite of OR. If both the inputs are 1 only, the output is 1. Otherwise, it is 0. Okay, A and B. Okay, sorry, not A and B. A exclusive or B. Suppose if both the inputs are different, then only the output is 1. If both the inputs are the same, the output is 0. You can see over here 0. Here also 0. Why? Because A, B are same here. This is a negation of A, that is inverse of A. Where there is 1, output will be 0. Where there is 0, output will be 1. Okay. This is some binary number 42. Bitwise not means this one. Converting zeros to ones, ones to zeros. Remember here, this is the example of bitwise AND. This is 42. This is 15. And what it is performing, the one which I've highlighted, AND operator. So you observe over here, where there is 0 and where there is 1, 1, there only the output it is showing you the 1. Otherwise, the output is 0. So performing AND operation on 42 and 15 will give you this binary number. Okay, that is nothing but 10. Similarly, this is with OR. Students, please practice this. This is exclusive OR. Both the inputs are different.